Hello, Prudential Sales Executives, for our video message of the week. All right, this week's message is entitled Hyper-Local Focus. What do I mean by that is, well, we're taking a larger area and we're focusing it down to a smaller area, like a development in town, an area that you want to work. And I have some questions for you that I want you to really think about. But first, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to get that area in mind. What area of town or development would you like to work? So when I ask you these questions, it'll give you not only something to think about, but let's build some activities around this to really help you move forward and gain business in those areas. Okay, question number one. When you're out there canvassing and you're talking to these homeowners, if you ask them who they felt was the expert in their area, what would their answer be? Would they say your name? Hopefully. Maybe they would say another agent's name. That's okay. You can ask them, why do you consider that person the expert? What do they provide you that you're very comfortable with? Give you great information. I bet you most of the time, they may have no answer for you at all, meaning it's totally left open for you, okay, to build that type of rapport. Of course, you're going to tell them at that point, well, now look no further, you are their expert. Number two, what information do you provide those homeowners that they really should give you the ranking of the expert in their area? I mean, have you thought about what you provide? You know, through our virtual agent center, we've upgraded the Seller Advantage. It's a killer way to communicate to them of what's going on in their neighborhood. That's just one example. But you've got to ask yourself, what are you providing that they consider you the expert in their area? Some of that comes from more face-to-face meetings. How many homeowners, and this is number three, how many homeowners have you actually offered your services to? You know, you say to yourself, well, I do that through mail, I do that through maybe different aspects, but how many of them have you looked face-to-face at and really offered your services? Because that's really, really key. Sometimes we hope to get the business, but we haven't taken the time to look someone in the eyes and say, look, I'd like to service all your real estate needs. I know your area really well. I'm the expert here. I'm here all the time. I'm available for questions. I don't mind. I can really help you anytime you have any questions about real estate. And last but not least, what additional activities can you do to help ensure that, you know what, in the very near future, you're considered the expert in their area? You know, we work sometimes so hard and we spread ourselves so thin instead of getting clear on an area that we want to work, that we're most comfortable working, that we would really be, God, love to be considered the expert in that area, but we really haven't taken the time. Look, it's all about meeting these individuals, meeting these homeowners and letting them know you're there for them. I guess the last question is, how often are you doing that? Okay, and though mail and the computer can be a help of support, okay, to back up those communications, they're never going to take the place of that face-to-face, shake my hand, look me in the eyes, and you know what? Let's build a relationship to help you with the services that they need in real estate. It's powerful. Have a great week, everybody, and remember, if you want to control an area and be hyper-local, then you got to get out there with those activities to really help drive that forward. See you next week. Bye-bye.